Lightroom is such an expansive program, it's full of hidden sliders, tools and effects that, unless you're a seasoned professional, you guys probably didn't even know existed. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 hidden features when it comes to Lightroom masking that you guys probably didn't know about. And I'm going to start right now. Before we start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay in the loop and be notified when we release new videos. Now, if you are a seasoned professional in Lightroom, you might have known about the features I'm about to discuss in this video, or maybe you didn't. So I'd be really interested to find out how well known these features are. So after this video, after you've known about the 3 tips, write it down in the comments below. Did you know about these features before this video? I'd be really interested to see how hidden these tools are and how many people actually know about it. Okay, so the very first feature I'm going to show you, I'm calling the perfect brush control. Right, so this hidden feature is found inside the masking panel. Then what we're going to do is create new mask, and we're going to go ahead and select the brush tool. Now, if I wanted to select the kind of white lights that are appearing on this bridge, I'd find it quite difficult and maybe use 2 linear gradients and subtract them from each other. But instead, we can use the brush tool. So what we're going to do is make a nice big brush. We're going to go ahead and simply click. Then choose the end section of your mask. So I'm going to go over here, but don't click. Hold down Shift, then click. And it will do 2 things for us. Firstly, it will create a perfect straight line, but not only that, it will also change the brush side accordingly and make it slowly smaller, making this beautifully perspective shot. And we can do it again on the left-hand side of the bridge. So make the brush nice and big, click, then make the brush the size that you want at the end of your mask, and then hold down Shift, then click again. And you can see it makes this awesome perspective. Now what it does, basically, if you click and then click again, it will basically match those 2 points together, making a perfect straight line. But it also works when changing the brush size as well. So this is really good. Now what we can do is go to my exposure. We're going to brighten that section up a little bit. Then I'm going to go to my dehaze. So I've got my slider here. I'm going to drop that down, and what it does is it makes that really nice glow effect. So if you want to make a perfect straight line, don't use 2 linear gradients and try and subtract them from each other, because that's a proper pain. Simply use the brush mask tool, then hold down Shift. You can make a perfect straight line, or you can actually have your brush size change accordingly, creating a cone shape. This particular technique is super handy and something I didn't know existed until I by accidentally hold down Shift to find it out. Now, my second hidden feature inside Lightroom, I'm calling your custom mask. And it's something I only recently discovered, again, by accident. And you've probably known this before, but you can add and subtract to masks. But you can do it more than once, and that's the thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So, let's say you want to basically mask something very specific in the image. Let's say I just want to select the waterfall. Well, we can't really do that with just one mask, because we've obviously got the person standing in front of it. It's in the background, and it's basically the same color as our sky here. So we can't use a luminosity mask to do it, or we can't use a gradient mask to do it. It's just not going to work. But what we can do is to create an overall mask and then subtract different sections. We can do it more than once, which is really good. So what we're going to do is go to my mask section here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and select the background as our starter mask, so we're not selecting our subject here. And now what we can do is subtract multiple masks. So if we want to select the waterfall in this example, let's start selecting things that aren't the waterfall. So what we're going to do is go to my subtract tool, and let's firstly get rid of the sky. So we don't want the sky in the shot. And as you can see, it's done a really good job. Then what we want to do is maybe get rid of the ground section here. So what we're going to do is click subtract. What I'm going to do is choose linear gradient, and I'm just going to get rid of that section in the ground because we don't want that in our photo. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we don't want that in the mask. Now, the background is fairly bright, but it's also quite dark. And obviously the waterfall is the bright part. So we can now use a luminosity mask to subtract the shadow areas of our photo. So what we're going to do is go to subtract here, go down to luminance range, and simply go ahead and click on something that's dark. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the edge here like so. And you can see this mask is really starting to take shape. Now what we can do is go into my luminance range mask here and be a little bit more precise over what we're selecting. So for example, I just want the white parts of our mask. So we could go for something like so. So we can really refine that There we go. Now we're still getting some stuff appearing on the right and left hand side, which we don't want. So again, subtract. This time we're going to use a linear gradient and just remove it from the edge of our photo. And again, for the left hand side, subtract. We're going to go ahead and choose another linear gradient, and this time again, select it. And look at that. We have made a real custom mask by creating one mask and subtracting multiple masks. It's not just limited to one, which I originally thought it was. You can subtract loads of masks. So now what you can do is, for example, I might increase the shadows there a little bit, might brighten the waterfall, but what I really wanted to do is change the temperature of that waterfall. I really want to make it quite blue. So for example, I'm going to add a little bit of green, I'm going to add a little bit of blue in there, and what I might also do is increase the saturation. So you're not just limited to subtracting or adding one or two masks. I think it's infinite, which is a really helpful tool, and a tool that isn't very well explained inside Lightroom, which I'm classing as a hidden feature. And my last hidden feature inside Lightroom, I'm calling the perfect gradient. And this involves both linear and radial gradients. And again, it's something that, again, discovered by accident. And that's basically how I discover new features on Lightroom. I accidentally press a button on my keyboard and it does something I wasn't expecting, and now I seem to be doing it all the time. So what we're going to do is, for this, you just need to select either a linear or radial gradient. So I'm going to go ahead and select a radial gradient in this photo. And what I really want to do is kind of brighten the sun. So I go ahead and click, but I really want to create a perfect circle. Well, simply hold down Shift. Look at that, you make a perfect circle super easy. So I'm going to make a circle like so. I'm going to go ahead and increase the exposure there and also increase the warmth. But it isn't just limited to radial gradients, it's also linear gradients as well. So again, create new mask, linear gradient. Now usually I'd create a gradient at the bottom, but I really want it to be nice and straight, and that's really difficult. Well, hold down Shift, it holds it either at a 90 degree or horizontal, so horizontal or vertical. Really easy, really simple, nice straight masks. You can get perfect circles or perfect lines really easy. So what I'm going to do is just darken the bottom part of that image, and I'm really happy with that. So if you do want perfect circles or perfect straight lines, simply hold down Shift when either using the linear or radial gradient. And there we go, there are 3 hidden features within inside the masking panel. Now you might have known about a few, especially that Shift one, but others you might not have known about, especially how you can subtract multiple masks. So please, in the link in the description, please say, did you or didn't you know about these hidden features? I'd love to hear how stupid I've been on Lightroom. Have these features been out for ages and I've just not have known? Write it down in the comments below.